Hello, welcome to your welcome to Start Your Happiness. I'm your host, LaShawn, and today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite things that makes me so very, very happy, and that is MFK fragrances. So, a few weeks back, I did an unboxing of their latest release, which actually hasn't been released in the United States. It's been released in England, and it's exclusively at Harrods. If you want it, you can get it. But if you want to wait, you can wait. So if you're waiting and you still want to know what it smells like, I think I probably didn't do it justice on the unboxing because it was my first sniff. And it was my first sniff. So I've sat with it for a little while. I have not worn it out, but I've experienced it. And my experience with it has led to some different discoveries than I talked about in the first video. So this is the bottle. Kind of clean it up because you know they're notorious for having the fingerprints. But they're such beautiful bottles. And reality is, this is why I bought this fragrance, was because I wanted this bottle. And I said, why not get the new release? So this is the bottle. This is the Oud Velvet Mood. Now, I already have thoughts and feelings about it, but I'm going to go ahead and spray it. This is my favorite place to spray my perfume because I get to experience it personally whenever I like, unless I wash my hands. So it smells just like I remember it smelling. So I'm going to give you my impressions of it since the unboxing. Band-Aid, booze, burlesque, I will say Band-Aid and booze. Now, as much as that doesn't really sound attractive, it is. It is. I don't know. Maybe because when you were a kid, you got into enough cuts and scrapes, and you find some comfort in the smell of a Band-Aid. And I've heard that be used to describe other fragrances. So it's obviously some type of a chord that strikes that chord in us that makes us think that it smells like a Band-Aid. It very much smells like a Band-Aid. So you're like, why would I pay whatever this costs for me to smell like a Band-Aid? It changes, but that is a reminder. That is a sense that you get when you smell it. Me, that's what I get. But I get a number of different things. So at some point, I also get, when I said booze, cognac specifically. Now, I am not a drinker, but that doesn't mean that I can't appreciate that smell. Burlesque. I just said that because it started with a B, but I'm sure that I could find a way to make that tie in. But I do get Band-Aid, I do get booze. One thing that I'm getting also, which is probably why I like it, I'm going to describe it to you. When I was a kid, and I'm not even going to lie, it happens now. I just don't give in to it. But when I was a child, I would love to go to the section of the store that had the bath items because it is something about bathroom rugs and the little pile, or what do you call it? You know, the little things that stick up in bathroom rugs that I find so attractive that I want to like feel it in my mouth, my throat, the little tickle of it. And so I would take out just one little piece and wouldn't eat it, but I would eat it. I don't know how. I put it in my mouth, and the little tickle of it it was a sensation that I wanted. I don't know. And so there are certain things, specifically bathroom rugs, that have this smell to them that just makes me want to do that. Okay, so now we're getting into the boozy smell. So initially we had the Band-Aid smell. Now it's leaning into the boozy smell. So I know that all the things that I'm saying aren't like, oh, let me run out and get a bottle. At the same time, it gives you this luxurious. I'm looking around because the reality is there's a room that I've created that was inspired by this fragrance. I want to show it to you. I don't know if I should show it to you. I got a couple things sprawled about, but it may give you a better picture of what the fragrance smells like than me trying to describe it with scents, because fragrance is so much more than a scent. It's a feeling. It's a feeling. And so, like I said, this room was inspired by that fragrance. So maybe that'll give you a better feeling of what I'm talking about. Okay? So this was my first blind buy ever in my life. But I was only willing to do it because I trust the house. The house has been good to me. The house has brought me some bangers, 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 bangers. And so it was like, I'm willing to gamble on this because the guy knows what he's doing. And I'm curious. And I am not about to wait until September to find out. And I'm happy to have this in my collection. I'm saying this. I'm very happy to have this in my collection. It is special. It's a very nice scent. Do I think it's a compliment getter? Not so much. I don't. But I do think it is something that you will personally enjoy. It's something that I personally enjoy. And I'm more about the personal enjoyment of my fragrances than getting compliments. Compliments are nice, but you didn't buy it for me. I bought it for myself. And because I bought it for myself, I want to be able to personally enjoy it. And so this is why, in addition to spraying my fragrances wherever I spray them, I always spray them on my hands so I can do this. So unlike most people maybe, I don't know, I have sensory things that I've always had. So the whole pile of the bathroom rug is a thing, but that's like my main quirk. I think that would be my main one because it's been with me for so long. But this gives me a little bit of that. But it's a nice smell. It's a nice smell. Some people say it's bad. What I'm going to say is that I don't think that anyone would say, well, some people are saying that it's bad, but I don't think that it's bad. I just don't think it will appeal to everybody. I'll put it like that. It is not a mass appealing fragrance. But for people that like it, they're going to like it. It's handsome. It's handsome, but not necessarily masculine, if you get what I'm saying. Because there are handsome women. It's a handsome fragrance, but it's not necessarily masculine. So I'm on the fence with the Oud Silk Mood. That's like the only thing that's of the Oud line that I don't have in my collection. I have the Oud Silk Mood Extrait. I don't have Oud Silk Mood because I feel like that is masculine. I think I'm going to go ahead and get it in the smaller bottle. Just because, but that's the only reason why I don't have it is because, and I gave a bottle to my husband because I felt like it's just a masculine scent. I'm not trying to smell like cologne. So that's all I have to say about that. Just keep being good until you're gone, and I'll see you in my next video.